Good morning and welcome back to Garth's Graveyard Garage. In this episode, we're going to jump back on Clyde and we're going to see if we can't make him tow again. So here we go. What's going on, everybody? It's time we get this wrecker back on the road because we need to move some stuff around, and I'm tired of using lawnmowers and four-wheelers and 7-year-olds helping me move stuff. I want to be able to just hook up and move stuff around. So I don't remember where we left off in the last episode on Clyde. I think we were starting on the interior. I don't know. But in the meantime, I did get a winch mounted, ran the cable, and put new sling straps on it, and we got the sling arms off of Charlie, the other wrecker. So he's pretty much now complete. We need to run power, and I got some parts to hopefully add power steering to this thing. I've never done the conversion on one of these C-Series trucks, so we'll find out. I happen to have a pump already, so I bought a new gearbox, new what else did I get? Anyways, bought parts to hopefully make it work. I think the only thing I might be missing is possibly the steering coupler. I don't know if it's going to match or not. We'll find out. Or also known as a rag joint. So me and little one here are going to jump in and see if we can't get power to this thing. I bought a bunch of wire and stuff, and yeah, let's get started. All right, first thing we need to do is move this truck over in front of the garage into a more suitable workspace. But you can see where we are at. Sorry, it's still early. Seats in, dusty, new vinyl flooring. I need to finish covering up, paint blending this to match the rest of the rust and crust on this thing. But interior is slowly coming together. I know I'm going to need a new windshield at some point because the film inside the glass has started to separate. So there's a haze down here, like it's always foggy in the morning. But let's see. I don't know. I've got a real crappy battery in here right now. So let's see if it's got enough power to start this thing. 3 pumps. Okay. All right. I still need to fine-tune this carburetor too. I've never fine-tuned it since I stuck it on the truck. But all right, we will move this over. I've got to do this with 2 hands. We don't have power steering yet, and this smaller steering wheel makes it really hard. So let me get this truck moved over in front of the garage, and then we can get started. That was probably the window crank falling off. Yeah, it was. And we definitely need to adjust the brakes because there is one of them hanging up. But, okay, first thing we need to do, besides wiring, well, clean all this mess up, but these are not the bolts I want to use. When we first, if you watch the video where we pulled this out of the woods, got it mounted back on here, this thing was all warped, and I threw just these giant bolts in here to get it mounted back on the bed, and hoping sitting in the sun has kind of leveled it out. So now we're going to put real bolts in here, and then we will run the wiring for this up to the front of the truck. Normally I would just knock the leaves on the ground, but we do have to work under this thing, so I'm going to sweep them up. Quite the collection here. I'd love to know why all these random holes are in this bed. I'm sure there was an intentional purpose. Those were probably for some kind of winch mount. This time I just went ahead and mounted the winch directly to the bed. You gonna run the dustpan for me? Okay, we can jump up on the truck. Get all this out of here. There's too many obstacles. Need to find my hand broom.
Could be anywhere.
Well, that's a threaded hole. I don't know what that would have been for. Maybe a anchor or something. Put it flat. Put it flat. There you go. Okay, go ahead and hop down. And just go throw this out there in the yard. Careful, don't spill it.
I won't.
It's anywhere out in the yard's fine. Turn it into mulch. What?
Got it.
Oh, got it. Okay. Actually, oh, here, I tell you what, stay down there. Let me just pass it.
That's a good idea.
Here you go. Now, if you watch the other videos, we were trying to figure out why this old hub or drum, can't find words this morning, why this drum was welded to it. Talked to the guy's son, the guy that used to operate this truck. His son said that this was to mount his sign for his company. So we'll be knocking that off because it's just kind of in the way. Originally we thought it was the mark to hold where this goes, but yeah, it's just to hold his sign. You got it? Easy, easy, easy. Oh, you're making a mess on the ground. Careful.
Just wait.
Put them on that side over there.
Huh?
Throw the leaves over on that side. Okay. What is that? An old nut. Oh, that's a bad one. Okay, I think we're good enough. Now I just got to make sure the bolts I bought are gonna work, and we need to get these off. So, okay, we'll check that next. No. Okay, we're gonna get these bolts swapped out. So she's gonna run up top, I'm gonna run underneath, and we need to get the old ones out, but let's get this one set first to make sure we keep it down, because when we start popping those, it might pop back up again, because I don't know if it's still warped. So let me get under there, I'll put these on. I'll try and tighten it as much as I can, and then, yeah. And we'll start getting those old ones out and change those out. Okay. Do me a favor, with your hand, just kind of hold that bolt still, the one we just put in. All right, let's see if we got enough length. Well, if I can get this on there. Okay. Let me tighten it up with a wrench. Okay, I think you can let go, Bubby. So let me leave this down here and let's figure out what size impact that is. Let's see. Let me check it right here since that was out. Oh, that's pretty big. All right, you gonna run the impact for me? We're gonna use the big one. If I can find it. There it is. I'm probably gonna need a short extension.
You're not using the yellow one?
No, it's not strong enough. So we're gonna have to do it with air.
I hate the sound of that one. It just hurts my ears.
When you're doing it, you wanna make sure it's that way, okay? Okay, I think we're gonna start with that one.
Daddy.
Spider egg, great. Oh, it's got some in it.
Daddy.
Oh, come on.
I don't think I'll
Grab a better extension. No, it's the right size, it's just old and rusty. Let's see if it's gonna, maybe it'll come out by itself. Let's see. No, all right, you're gonna have to operate that. Make sure, I'll remember, you know what R stands for?
Reverse.
Very good. So you wanna make sure it's on reverse because we're taking it off, right? So don't do it till I tell you to. Let me get under there and get a wrench on it. Did I leave the wrench under here? Yeah, I did. Oh, there it is. Let's see, it's gonna go. Go ahead and try it. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. Good job.
That went crazy on my hand.
Yeah, that's what it does. Yeah, we'll throw those in the trash.
I think this fell.
Okay, let me tighten, get this. Hey, it stayed down too, that's good. That means it's kind of back where it needs to be. Let me get this one on there, and then we'll work on the other ones. All right, hold the bolt down for me, Bubby. All right. Okay, we're going to continue to work on these. We'll tune back in when we're going to start running wire. Okay, now that we finally got that done, hours later, got all new bolts torqued down, impacted on, so now we're going to, this wire is of course too short because this winch is designed to be at the front of the vehicle, but we're going to put some butt connectors on it and then run the cable right up to there. So not too much further, but I've got a bad bracket right here, clamp, whatever you want to call it, but we'll just make it work for right now until I replace it. I'm just going to put some ends on the end of it and then tack it on there and there. Ground's all right, but we'll run them where it was before, and it worked before, so it should be okay. So let's yeah, get this done, and we'll run. I'm going to go ahead and run a ground all the way to the front and then also ground it over here just to make sure we got a good ground. So let's do that now. All right, let's go ahead and just cut this end off. And I need strippers for that. I don't have a real one, so let me see what I got. All right, we'll just go with a razor blade. Okay, let's bust into this. Make sure we put our sleeve on first, otherwise we have to go all the way around. Alright, crimp that on there. Come out of there. And one more right there. Okay, now I'll take the end of this wire. Oh, come out of there. Heavy. Alright, let's strip this one back. Okay. And number 2. Go, I'll put that over that, and I think this gets hot enough. Satisfying? Yeah. A little easier with a torch, but I don't feel like digging that big sucker out right now. Alright, we got the glue coming out the end, so that should be good. Alright, we'll run that one down under the truck. Half of the old one is still under there, so we got to rip it out, but can't really film that, so I'm going to go crawl under the truck real quick, and then we'll be right back. Me and the little one got cables run all the way up here to the front, or I'll put some clamps in, we'll make them pretty later. Changed out this clamp, and got a wireless remote here. I guess we'll just hit it and see if it does anything. Yeah, no it doesn't. Is there an on? What is that? Oh, there it goes. There's an on switch. Well, look at that. All right. It's kind of a noisy. Oh, probably because it's going against that bracket right there. That's probably not going to be good. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure that out later. But at least it's operational now. That squeaking is going to be that pulley up there. I couldn't find the right size pulley for this overhead boom because this is some weird off-brand. It's not like a Holmes or anything. So what I found was a 4-inch lift pulley from like a 2-post lift for the pulley system on a garage lift. So I made it work. It doesn't need to spin fast, so I'm not too worried about it. There's not really a bearing, so I just ran a post through it and greased it, and that should be fine. But all right, well, there we go. I guess the next step will be we'll see if it will lift. But I think what we're going to do next, this thing have a, okay, I guess you just hit it and there's no light, so you just hit it until it works, or hit it till it doesn't work. But I think what we're going to do next is dive into getting this steering box off. let's see. Yeah, we'll have to see. That rag joint does look pretty crusty. I got a new pitman arm too, so we need to change that, the pitman arm, and then on this crazy serpentine drive, I believe this right here. Oh man, I'm worried because I did have to put a spacer on this thing. There's a spacer right here, and if you guys watch the other videos, that's a spacer to bring this out to make that line up. Now I'm worried if that's going to line up with the power steering. We won't know till we actually bolt it on here. But, okay. Actually, you know what? We might just wait on the power steering, because I do need to move that 79 GMC over here, because that's the whole point in getting this done, because that's the first vehicle I need to move over here. We're just going to stick it over here in this spot. So, yeah, I guess we could just try a test run. I got to put the horse up because she's over there. But, yeah, I've got some new chains, the hook chains for the sling assembly. So we've got the hook chains, and all of this should be good, maybe, ish. We'll find out. But yeah, I guess we will try that next, and hopefully we don't run out of gas, because this thing has never gone to the gas station to fill up, so it only has whatever I threw in it. All right, let's test this thing out. What did I do, knock the starter wire off? Well, be right back. I might have knocked the starter wire off when I was running cables. Okay, let's try this again. I didn't only knock the wire off the terminal, I broke the connector. I don't have an e-brake on this thing yet, so. And just in case I do anything wrong, I have never run one of these tow trucks before. I used to run a tow truck for a company back in the day, but it was a newer model. Hydraulic lift, all that stuff. This style I've only seen on TV and in videos, so. All right, let's get back here and hook this thing up. If I can get this thing to idle. Idle. Stay idling. All right, let's get it lined up. with these bumper pad things here. I think that's right. We'll find out. All right. Let's see what happens. Well, we're on the pads. Okay, well, now let's see if it moves. Next thing we're going to do is, after we get this over there, is tune the carburetor. Let's see, I can actually go higher than that. Whoa. What are we? That's flat. There we go. I don't have the lift cables set to a higher position than this, so well, it'll be easy to set now because I can use the winch to pull it up and we can reset it to a higher position. But for right now, we're not transporting but 50 yards, so this should be fine. Okay, well, we're not dragging exhaust, we're not doing anything, and well, we're not picked up correctly. We're actually, this should be higher. I need to get these further under, but it's all right. We know what to do next time, so let's just get it over to the garage. We made it over here. Would have filmed, but the kid fell down and hurt herself, so let's see. Can I turn it off? This is when the e-brake would be useful. Let me pull up. Oh, that idle driving me nuts. All right. All right. Whatever. I have to figure out some kind of rig to make this thing go straight, but it's not hurting anything. Okay, let's see if I can get this truck turned around and let's get this idle situation figured out. Okay, got the vacuum gauge hooked up over here, distributor disconnected. I'm gonna do this by vacuum. Since this is a digital tach, it's kind of all over the place. This will make it a little easier to set the idle mixture. Driver's side first. Oh, that's not good. It's closed. About there. Idle is at. Oh, well, there we go. We're dead on 800. Need to get a PCV valve. That valve cover's on backwards. Little things I need to do. Turn the idle down. Riley, tell me when the tachometer says 800. This one needs to say 800, okay? What are we at? 800? We're good? Okay. See if we get a little lower. Maybe we can get some cam sound out of this. I might have a PCV valve for this. Okay, I think we're good for now. Okay, I'm not sure where we left off, but let me catch you up to speed. Everything I did under the truck, you wouldn't have been able to see me do, so I went ahead and did that part. So, changed out the rag joint, put the new steering box in, new pitman arm. I'm glad we did this because the nut that came off the old pitman arm, I went to put a socket on it to take it off, and it was just loose because somebody stripped it out. So there's not one on it now. We're waiting on the new one to get here. Got the return line here, kind of jumped across over the frame there. Need to tighten it up. I have it loose right now. But what we're going to do now is I finally got this separated from the water pump. I had to torch that bolt out and torch the set nut off the back, but I just went ahead and just did a little quick tack weld and stuck another one on there. But at least we've got another bolt there. And then this, it's still hot, I had to torch the heck out of that to get that pressure line off. But we're gonna go ahead and get it hung on the water pump and see what else we need. It looks like it's only there and there. So let me get you guys set up and we'll see if this pump's gonna mount in here. I hope this works, but if not, it's 50 bucks. So if it doesn't work, we'll just replace it. But if I can save 50 bucks, I'm gonna save 50 bucks. Alright, let's see. Hopefully I didn't bang it around too much. Okay, well, what is that? Guess we're missing a mount somewhere. What? Okay, what's going on here? What am I hitting? Well, does this thing sit? I'm confused. What are we hitting? Is this the wrong pump for this water pump? Let's find out. Wonder if the year model makes a difference. Okay. It looks like it's lining up. Is that? Oh, wait a minute. Is that? I guess I should have checked that. Is that threaded? So this is different. This pump's threaded. Is it supposed to be? I don't know. I'm confused. Let me go take a gander over at Hulk and see what I'm missing here. I'm brain dead right now. It is too hot. Okay, I got it figured out. That pump, water pump, matches Hulk's over here, where it just bolts into the front of the water pump with this mount. So, whoa, there's a wasp in there. Okay, well, let me grab some wasp spray because that just came out after me. Yeah. So what we're going to do after I kill these wasps is, got him. is change out, where are they at? Oh, I was grabbing the nest. So we're just going to borrow parts off of this truck for right now, because I'm not working on it at the moment, and we can always change those out later. I know that power steering pump works, and it has the right mounts, I believe. Yeah, and we don't need the spacer, because this still has the ram horn exhaust on it. So, gonna do that real quick. Instead of you watching me take that off, we'll tune back in when I'm ready to install that one over here. And we should have all the parts. All right, this might actually work out better because this one has the double pulley, and with that spacer being on the crank pulley, we should, oh, we're leaking everywhere. We should line up, hopefully, with one of those. But I pulled the stud out, got the stud put in. So let's try and hang this thing now and see if it lines up. And I still have to pull this other mount off the other truck. Well, it's off, but the wire loom for the alternator runs through it. So I need to disconnect the wire loom and get that off. But let's see. Well, got this truck too high up in the air. All right, this thing is too slippery. There we go. Okay, let me get a bolt on this so that'll quit happening. Okay. Well, that's... yeah, actually that does look like it lines up. Let me see. Oh yeah, it lines right up. But it looks like we need, this bug is driving me nuts. It needs to sit right there, which means this is sitting too far out. See if we do it like that. It's tilting. So we need another spacer because that pump is sticking too far out. Yep. So I need a spacer. Probably a nut on the back side. We'll probably put it right where we need to be. But it looks like that will line up. Okay, I'm gonna have to crawl down in here. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see what I'm doing, but where's my bug spray? Go ahead and land. Land. Anyways. I'm sorry guys, I'm just beat. But yeah, let me see if I can get this aligned. You can see what I'm doing. There's no science behind this. This is going to be just test and see if it works. So we'll be back after I get this more or less where it needs to be. All right, it's getting late. Finally got everything transferred over. It lines up. Problem I have now is getting the right belt. Then once we put the belt on and hook up the two lines, we should have power steering. Now, everyone has their tricks to figuring out what belt size they need, and I can't just walk in there and say, hey, I have a 72 GMC, because it's not going to fit with this serpentine belt setup. So I'll just show you the little trick I do with an old belt, and then if you know this trick, cool. If not, well, you learned something new. So let me get this camera mounted, and then I'll show you how it works. All right, when you do this trick, you want to make sure your
pulley, or well, the tension is all the way down. And then you're just going to take an old belt and cut it. And then you pretty much just wrap it around where it's going to go. And then mark it a little past. So now I know to cut it right here. And now if I go get this belt size, I'll have the right size belt I need to make that work. So can't do that today, but I can throw this in the truck, take that with me, and then I'll grab it when I go to town next, which is tomorrow. So, all right, I'm gonna clean up my mess and then we'll resume this, well, for you in a few minutes. Good morning, and a few days later, we jumped ahead a little bit. I came out here in the dark the other night and threw the pump on, but now we got to take it back off. Oh, and the belt I got did work, so that little trick did work. Filled up the pump and it's just continuing to drip fluid, looks like out of the front or the side or something. So we got a new pump here. Just went ahead and go that route, and a new hose just in case, because this one is old. It does have some little nicks in it. It doesn't look like they're real deep, but just in case, we've got one. So we're gonna go ahead and swap that pump out real quick and undo all of this, but I need to bust out my tools, see if we can get that pulley off, all that stuff. So I'm gonna knock this out real quick, and yeah, there's plenty of videos out there that show you how to do a power steering pump, so I don't think you need to watch this. We're just gonna jump ahead, so we'll be right back after we get those swapped. Took a little extra time, went ahead and sandblasted the brackets, repainted them, the pulley, got pretty much all of that all nice and pretty. So we're gonna top it off with fluid now and see if it drops everywhere. I think I got everything tight. We'll find out here in a second. Whoop, 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 whoop. Well, a little bit overfull is all right because it's gonna bleed. Alright, let me grab, put that on so it doesn't shoot everywhere. Grab the keys and let's try it. See any drips. Belt's on good. All right, let's test this thing out. All right, this will be the real test because there's no way in heck I could have held the camera and driven a manual while steering this thing before. Oh, it's already butter. There are no bikers coming. Oh, I got a truck coming. Whew. One of these days we're gonna get air conditioning in this truck. It is hot. the palm. Oh yeah, loving this. So much better. We haven't done a real official test drive yet because we don't have seat belts, waiting on those to show up. Because this thing, I mean, I have seat belts, but they're only the lap belts. I'm gonna put the shoulder belts in just because I feel more comfortable with that. Waiting on that idle to draw. There we go. All right. Oh, I gotta let you out. You don't have a door handle. Alright, I think that about covers the power steering. Do a double check, make sure it's not leaking everywhere. You didn't even have your door shut all the way. Could have fallen out.
Yeah.
Alright, he is slowly coming around. For those that have probably already said something in the comments, yes, I know when I picked up the GMC, that was flipped around the wrong way. I've since detached it, flipped it around, so now it's correct. So next time we pick up something, we'll do it the right way, which will probably end up being maybe that, so we can move it. And if you haven't caught the video of us getting that yet, it is back there somewhere. So, all right. Oh, well, I've started, I don't know if I showed this before, can't remember, but put new door seals in all the way around. We got a little cancer up here, just ignore it. But yeah, door seals in, I gotta put the little kick plate in. But before I do that, I'm gonna paint match this, make it look as crusty as the rest of the truck. But it's slowly coming together. I'm trying to remember what else I need to do in here besides seat belts. Oh, I got new doors or window seals. Put the door panels back on, the window crank, all that kind of stuff. I'm not even gonna bother hooking up the heater core yet. And these Intellitronics, I don't know if I'm gonna leave these in here. It's the first time I've used them. So far, I'm not a fan at all. I mean, they're cool looking, but the temp has quit reading. What else was I having a problem with? Oh, the interference thing. If your ignition wire is too close to the speedometer wire, it reads that you're driving even though you're not. They feel cheap even though they cost a lot. So I don't know if I'm going to keep those in there, or I might just go back to the original gauges and just throw a tack in it or something. I don't know yet. Right now it's mainly about getting it running and driving. So okay, let me clean up my mess here and then we'll tune back in. All right, I think we're gonna just wrap this video up. I need to get back on that 350 for the 79 GMC, and I know a lot of people are anxious to see us start on the Monte Carlo. Feedback on that one's been kind of what I expected. I figured you guys were gonna like that one. But yeah, I just wanted to do a few things to this. There's a few touches I need to do. I need to work on the camber, which is probably the springs. The front springs are probably just weak and it's squatted down a little bit. So either adjust the camber or I'll beef the springs up. Camber on this is done with shims, which is kind of a pain in the butt. Not bad, but I'm probably going to stick air shocks on the back of this just to give it a little bit more load capacity. What else do I need to do? Figure out why I think the blinker relay is messed up because it's only blinking on the left rear. Well, the left side works fine. It doesn't blink on the back right, but it blinks on the front right. Get a new windshield, finish the seals. Yeah, it's all little things. I need to probably re-bleed the brakes because I've got one in the back that's locking up pretty hard. So yeah, little things with that, but I think we're gonna wrap up messing with him unless something else comes up on the channel. Start diving into the other stuff like getting that 79 GMC on the road, start getting this Monte Carlo going. We're gonna go to town on that car. It's gonna be a process because I want to take my time with it front to back. No, it's not for sale for those that have been asking. No, it's not stolen for those that have been making that comment. What else were people saying? Yeah. No, there's something wrong with, I think it was something wrong with the ignition switch down there under the dash, and they didn't know how to fix it. And then there's something going on between the brake pedal, the column, and the shifter, where it's not letting it go into gear properly. So something with the shift safety switch, whatever's under that thing, I don't know. That'll be in the next video when we dive into that thing. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up and then start back on the other stuff. So make sure you check out the merch store, like, share, subscribe, and yeah, we appreciate all the love. We love you guys. And now that she's officially out of school and graduated the 2nd grade, are you going to, oh yeah, graduated the 2nd grade, she's going into 3rd grade now. She'll be 8 next month. 8?
Yeah.
God, stop growing. So yeah, we've got more time to work on stuff. I can get out here, like the engine, it's in the garage, so we can work on it at night. I can get some lighting and stuff set up, but that shouldn't be, I've done some more stuff. I have it covered up right now so you can't see it because I've done some stuff. But all right, yeah, we're gonna wrap this up, and it's already getting warm out here, and we have a chance of hopefully thunderstorms because our lake is going empty, which is really sad. So all right, love you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.